And then it was over. With the archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the Blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. Grey Warden stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation.
Commendation?
The one who led the final charge against the Archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
Your tone has certainly changed since you last didn't want to be king. You seem to be fitting into the role fairly well. Now, whatever can I require? Well, I'm not serving no crown. You think I'm a bloody slave to the title? I don't think so. I only ask one thing. That my people be aided against the Darkspawn. The deep roads will be full of them. And we face a tough time ahead of us. That is all.
Absolutely. The dwarves face the Darkspawn every day, don't they? Ferelden hereby offers its full military support to the new king of Orzammar, and will aid in reclaiming the deep roads.
Oh. I thank you kindly.
Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
Well, I have nothing else to do. At least that's what I initially thought, but Morrigan plays on my mind. She didn't want to be found, but I cannot leave this chapter unfinished. I'm gonna go and try and find her. At least for the time being, at least.
My impression was that she didn't want to be found, but I understand completely. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
I will do. Well, this is it.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? You killed an archdemon and survived. That's one for their history books, right?
I suppose it is.
I just don't understand how you're still alive. I guess Riordan was wrong?
It was Morrigan. could save me.
I had no idea. I suppose that makes sense. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
No, I don't know where she went. But I'll find her. If it's the last thing I do, I'll find her.
Good riddance, I say. At any rate, I can see Arleman giving me that look. More king stuff, I suppose. I can never wait. You have lots to do, and an adoring public to greet. Don't let me keep you.
I will see you later, Alistair. I hope you enjoy your time as king. I really do. Well, can you finally believe it? Darkspawn vanquished for now, at least.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the Civil War and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
I'm a Grey Warden, Arleman. That's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's too bad that you aren't remaining here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden would have influence, but I understand. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. Connor misses his mother, but he seems well enough. The young are so resilient. I will need to send him to the Circle of Magi, however. There is no way around it. Perhaps he will become a Grey Warden one day.
Stranger
Tell
things
me.
have happened.
Have you noticed anything strange about the lad? He seems quiet.
No. Consider what he's been through, eh? Traumatic experience. I'm sure time will heal his wounds.
You are no doubt correct. It is my imagination, I am sure. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
I thank you, Arleman. It's been a pleasure. Rika! Glad you could attend.
A Grey Warden, and now a hero too? A bit different from the slums, huh?
Who would have guessed? A Grey Warden me and a Queen you. It's good to see you again.
Mother swore off drinking when she heard about what you did. She's been sober ever since.
Really?
And as ill as a fell cat in water. I should tell you, the Assembly actually sent me here. Officially, I'm an ambassador. Can you imagine? Me! Apparently, miracles abound these days. They want me to tell you that you're free to return to Orzammar. They've made you a full citizen. Technically, you're warrior caste.
Really? Well. I'm afraid they can keep their castes and their traditions. I'm not going back, Rika.
I figured you'd say as much. Up to you, of course. I'm just the message bearer. I hear they're considering making you a paragon.
Really?
Statue and everything. Not bad, brother. Not bad at all. Anyhow, I intend to get back to sampling this human wine. I'd like to forget that there's a giant sky up there. How they live up here, I'll never know.
You get used to it. I may pop back to Orzammar one day, just to see that statue, if anything else. I hope they've got my every muscle in their correct position. Let me remove this ugly helmet. I've been wearing it for far too long now. It's ruining my good looks, I feel. There we go. That's better. I can breathe at last. Lily, what are these quite interesting clothing you're wearing?
So here we are. The conquering hero has won the day, and now he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
Dear. You should be taking a bow with me. You were with me every step of the way.
And my part was small. I'm happy to watch you receive the accolades. It's quite fun. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. I've been asked by the Chantry to return to the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I need to make sure it's protected. Maybe pilgrims can even begin going there again.
You sure it's a good idea? You know I had apprehensions about that.
Of course I do. I can't think of anything more important. I can give something back to the entire world. It will be a grand adventure of my very own. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm pleased
At
for you
any
then.
rate, you should get back to the celebration. We can speak another time.
Okay. Ah, Wynn! Greetings!
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
A little strange, I suppose. To me, I'm just the same.
Of that I have no doubt. It's a title you'll be wearing for a long time to come, just as Loghain wore his. But it's not so bad, is it? A Blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
Well, I didn't do it on my own, you know. Everybody played their parts, even if it was just to keep me in high spirits, making me laugh around the party camp. That in itself has its place.
I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back. Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to accept a position here at court. There's not been a mage advising the throne for a very long time.
Well, that sounds like fun.
I understand you will be leaving. I wish you good fortune on your journeys, wherever they may take you. If we do not see each other again, live well, Warden. And thank you.
Goodbye, Wynn. For now, at least. Ah, Ogren.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Ah, you see? Enjoying yourself already. That's what I like to see.
After what we went through, I think I've earned it. I think you've earned it. So I guess you're heading off soon, huh? Leaving the city?
Yep, that's my plan. I have somebody in particular that I need to hunt down.
I'm thinking I'll stick around myself, at least for a bit. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again, see where that goes.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you two are happy.
Ha! I'll drink to that. Ah, well, enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong.
You do that. Take care of yourself, Ogren. Take care.
Been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
A couple more left before I exit. Stage left. Poochie! That's not Poochie. Damn, where's my Poochie gone? Sten! Glad you could join us.
They call you Hero. I have not heard it used before, but I think I understand the intent. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with a little pride.
I would argue, had you not ended a blight. For such an accomplishment, there may be allowances. What the human custom has in common with our own is that the declaration of a Kunoran Vel is a cause for much celebration. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
Ah, but it's madness, isn't it? Madness that is fun. That will be quite a sight, I imagine.
It is interesting. It can take days for the Ben Hasrath to restore order. There may even be executions.
Oh dear.
I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
And I was just starting to get used to you. Hell, maybe even like you.
And I to you, strangely enough. It must be said, you found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great debt.
Well, and you have helped me as well. It's been good, Sten.
It has. That one of the Baz, a foreigner, would become known as Kadan to me. Unthinkable. Yet here it is. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.